Citizens, you will elect me. I will be your leader.
Every 4 years, a presidential election rolls around, and Saturday Night Live fires off some of their best sketches, all of which are inspired by the political circus. Today we're counting down the absolute best SNL political skits. Number 5, Capitol Hill. In a parody of Schoolhouse Rock, Kenan Thompson plays an anti-immigration bill singing the I'm Just a Bill song, hopeful to one day be passed into law by the president. Those dreams are dashed when Pharaoh's Barack Obama swiftly vetoes the bill with a push down the steps of the Capitol building. As the bill tumbles down, Obama introduces us to a more effective form of lawmaking, the executive action.
I'm an executive order, and I pretty much just happened.
There are a few things about this Capitol Hill sketch that make it stand out. Firstly, it highlights the disconnect many Americans have with how they think the government works and how it actually works.
Oh, that's adorable. You still think that's how government works.
Secondly, this sketch is one of the few instances where SNL is critical of Obama and his leadership methods, painting him as a brazen commander-in-chief who utilizes the extent of his powers to bypass political red tape. Even the executive action is surprised that he's written to grant legal status to millions of undocumented immigrants. But hey.
Go big or go home, huh?
Number 4, George W. Bush's Axis of Evil. People go wild for Will Ferrell's impression of George W., and no sketch exemplifies why better than the Axis of Evil skit. In parody of Bush's 2002 State of the Union speech, Ferrell drives home how much Bush loves to use the phrase Axis of Evil and how broadly he applies the term. When listing off what is part of the Axis of Evil, Bush starts with obvious hostile nations,
Iran, Iraq, and one of the Koreas.
But quickly digresses into an off-the-wall list that includes anything that he doesn't understand,
Math is very much a part of the axis of evil.
anything critical of his policies,
The French don't like me saying axis of evil, so guess what? They're now part of the very same axis of evil that they don't like me saying.
and Dick Cheney because he's a scary bastard.
Now he's up to something, I don't like it. He's never around. If I'm in the White House, he's not. If I'm on a plane, nowhere in sight. He's very sneaky. Not to mention scary. I'm putting him in the axis of evil.
Number 3, Bill Clinton Goes to McDonald's. This 1992 sketch features the late great Phil Hartman as a charismatic Bill Clinton with an insatiable appetite. Hartman's Clinton thinly disguises a pit stop at McDonald's as community outreach, foregoing his jog to mingle with everyday Americans and take advantage of their good nature. Although this sketch is pre-Lewinsky era Clinton, it still doesn't miss the obligatory nod to Bill's womanizing, almost offhandedly predicting his future scandal.
Please, don't tell Mrs. Clinton. Jim, let me tell you something. There's gonna be a whole bunch of things we don't tell Mrs. Clinton. Fast food is the least of our worries, okay, buddy?
The real art of this sketch, however, comes from the thick layers of irony in the scene. Hartman's Clinton slyly gets away with eating through the entire McDonald's menu in a demonstration explaining how warlords intercept food and foreign aid sent to starving nations.
Doesn't matter how much food you send. A McDLT, a hot apple pie, it's just gonna end up in the hands of warlords.
Number 2, the Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton town hall debate. Kate McKinnon and Alec Baldwin's second debate as Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump will go down as the hallmark sketch of the 2016 election. Based on Clinton and Trump's bizarre Washington University debate amidst Trump's Access Hollywood scandal, SNL didn't have to dig far to find comedy gold. Although now, this line is bound to make you cringe.
Please help us welcome the candidates. Republican nominee Donald Trump, and can we say this yet?
Probably fine.
President Hillary Clinton.
Both McKinnon's and Baldwin's impressions are iconic. McKinnon plays Hillary as an out-of-touch politician desperately trying to be relatable.
Patrice, you're a teacher?
No.
You have kids?
No.
You like kids?
No.
You've seen kids?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We're bonding already. Oh, my friend Patrice.
While Baldwin's Trump uses every dirty, underhanded tactic he can to rattle Hillary's cage.
Martha, she is trying to silence these women, but they need to be respected. They need their voices heard.
What about all the women accusing you of sexual assault?
They need to shut the hell up.
Number 1, Sarah Palin and Hillary Clinton address America. Back during the 2008 elections, the Republicans tried to invigorate their John McCain ticket with wildcard Sarah Palin, and Palin's unique person certainly did draw attention from the SNL great Tina Fey. In this sketch, Fay's Palin and Amy Poehler's Hillary address sexism, despite it affecting them in 2 different ways.
So please, stop photoshopping my head on sexy bikini pictures.
And stop saying I have cankles.
The skit goes on to contrast Clinton and Palin's individual bids to the White House, noting that while Clinton is hardworking, the charismatic Palin is still closer to becoming president than she is.
Just look at how far we've come. Hillary Clinton, who came so close to the White House, and me, Sarah Palin, who is even closer. Can you believe it, Hillary?
I cannot.
But the real juice to this skit is Tina Fey's performance laden with wacky Palinisms, from believing that global warming is a hug from God to the now ever classic line,
And I can see Russia from my house.
That's it for our greatest political sketches from SNL. If we missed your favorite skit, let us know in the comments and it might wind up on a future list. And don't forget to subscribe for more pop culture countdowns.